Hello everybody, Gibbs-O-Matic here, and today I want to be doing a video on the heavy sniper in GTA Online. And was this sniper nerfed in the most recent update for GTA Online? So this has been something that I've seen going around, and it's not necessarily something that's been new, that's been talked about. People have been complaining about the heavy sniper being nerfed in GTA Online for a long time, but I have been seeing a sort of resurgence of it, and it seems to be each and every update, and I kind of want to dispel all these myths because I did some testing, and I want to talk about why I feel it actually wasn't. So where I first heard about the heavy sniper being nerfed in this update was I saw a video from a GTA YouTuber called Chaotic. Some of you guys may have heard of him, and he made a video like 10 things that were changed in the Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit DLC, and which would be patch 1.38. And his first thing that he said was changed in that DLC was the heavy sniper, and he says that it was nerfed. And this was kind of news to me, and I was like, okay, well, is this actually factual? Because in the video, he didn't really show any actual evidence, and even people in the comments were believing him, so I was like, maybe there was something wrong. So I checked the patch notes, and there was nothing. There's no mention of the heavy sniper being nerfed. Sure, you could say, oh, well, Rockstar wouldn't want to announce it, but they always, almost always, if not every single time that they've nerfed or buffed something in GTA Online, they announce it in the patch notes. It happened with the Rhino tank, and the only 3 weapons they've ever nerfed in GTA Online, those being the homing launcher, the assault shotgun, and the AP pistol. Each and every time that those weapons were nerfed in their respective update, they announced it on the newswire. So I feel like there's a pretty obvious reason why people think that heavy sniper was nerfed, but it's been something in the game ever since the beginning, and it's just something that's inconsistent about the heavy sniper. And I want to talk about that in this video, and why I feel people have this sort of placebo about the heavy sniper, even though it's never been nerfed, at least to my knowledge. So the heavy sniper does a damage of 216, which is a lot of damage. It's some of the most in the entire game, but this is only against NPCs. So if you shoot an NPC, most likely you're going to kill them in one shot, as long as you hit them in the chest or the head. However, this weapon does even more damage against players. So there's a network damage multiplier. This multiplier is only on 2 different weapons in the game, the heavy sniper and the marksman rifle. And this is a network damage modifier of 1.39. So pretty much what this network damage modifier means is that whenever you're shooting at another player in online, it'll be doing 1.39 times the damage that it usually does. So you take the 216 damage, and whenever you add in that network damage multiplier, it rounds out to be about 300 total damage, which is even more insane than what it was before. However, that's still not enough to kill every single player in GTA Online. So the way that health works in GTA Online for your player is that it goes anywhere from 238 to 328, and each 20 levels you get an extra bit of health. So on the screen you're going to be seeing how the health actually works and which ranks have their certain health. So pretty much below rank 20 you're going to have 238 health, and after rank 100 you're going to have 328 health. So this means that if you're shooting at somebody who's level 1 till 79, it'll be 1 shot to the chest or head, and then after rank 80, it'll be 2 shots to the chest or head. So that's where the inconsistency comes into play. Some people say, oh, well, sometimes I kill somebody and it's only 1 shot, and then sometimes it takes 2 shots. The reason for this is because if they are below rank 80, it'll be 1 shot. If they are after rank 80, it'll be 2 shots. So if you want to know, why it's taken more than 1 shot, it's usually because they're above rank 80. There are other reasons, they could have armor, they could have bull shark, they could have, any other reasons, but really that's the big one. So I went into GTA Online, and big shout out to Chill Life for helping me out with this. And I'll have a link in the description to his channel if you want to go check it out. And I tested this out against a level 1 and like a level 200, and it seems to stack up still. Level 1 shot to the chest or head, and then if it's above rank 80, it'll be 2 shots to the chest or head. Another thing is that the limbs damage modifier on this weapon is much lower than every other weapon in the game, pretty much. So most weapons in the game have a limbs damage modifier. So this means that if you hit somebody in the limbs, which is the feet, arms, legs, and hands, it'll be doing a little bit less damage. On most weapons, it's 0.5 times damage, so you're going to be doing half the damage, but it also has a network damage, so if you are shooting at another player, it'll be 0.8. So it's a little bit better there if you are shooting at another player. It's a little bit more forgiving. However, the heavy sniper doesn't even have the network damage modifier, and its limbs damage modifier is 0.25. So this means that if you shoot somebody in the leg or the arm, and this is especially easy to do if they have another sniper out and they're trying to snipe you, or they have another gun, their arms could be in the way of their chest, or, you know, if they're running, you know, there could be some weird inconsistency with that. You'll only be doing 1/4 of the damage that the gun usually does. So this means that if you're shooting at somebody who's below rank 80, it'll be 3 shots to the limbs. And if you're shooting at somebody after rank 80, it'll be 5 shots to the limbs. This is important because it can happen at certain times. Even if you aim for the chest or head, sometimes, you know, their arms or their legs get in the way, and then you only do 25% of the damage, which is very weird. I don't know why the weapon has it. Maybe it's some way to balance it out, but this has been in the game ever since the beginning, to my knowledge at least, where the limbs damage modifier is 0.25. So pretty much everything's been the same. There has been no changes to how the weapon works, aside from one thing, and I don't know exactly if this has been changed recently or this has always been in the game. And that is, one thing I found weird was that at very long ranges, it seemed to be, even if you hit somebody in the head, it wouldn't always one-shot kill them. Now, this is strange because with other weapons, like the sniper rifle, it was always a one-shot kill, no matter the range. And pretty much every gun in the game, even the pistol, at close range at least, it can one-shot, headshot anybody, unless they're wearing a bulletproof helmet or something along those lines. But this was even weirder because at close range, and even, you know, medium range, the heavy sniper will still one-shot headshot somebody. So I'm not sure when this has been in the game, but it was a tad bit strange. And keep in mind, this was only against somebody who's above level 100. Whenever he tested out against a low level, it was always a one-shot kill headshot. So yeah, I don't know why. Maybe that's what people are talking about with the nerf, but that's all I can notice, really. But my guess is that this is more of something like a bug in game, or this isn't really intentional, because like I said, the sniper rifle is a one-shot kill headshot at all ranges, but the heavy sniper at, you know, extreme long ranges against a level, you know, that's somebody who's a level 100 or above, it'll take 2 headshots to the head. And this wasn't just me. Whenever Chill Life shot me, it was also 2 shots to the head, and maybe there's something wrong with the network or something like that. But overall, the main takeaway from this video is that this has always been in the game. I could not notice any different changes, aside from maybe that headshot multiplier. It just doesn't seem to work. It seems to just count as a body shot at extreme long ranges. But I don't know if that's been new. Of course, I can't go back and test it on, you know, earlier patches and stuff. So maybe that's what they changed, but I don't know. If anything, the heavy sniper is a very buggy weapon at times, and it's very inconsistent, and that's why people say that the weapon was nerfed. It's not because Rockstar feels the weapon's too overpowered or anything like that. It's just a way that the weapon was designed, and I don't know if Rockstar will ever patch the weapon. Maybe this was intentional, but it's been in the game from the start, so it's not anything new, and that's why people say, oh, well, why is my heavy sniper only doing 25% of the damage? That's why. If you are using a heavy sniper, you do not want to hit somebody in the limbs. Also, if you are fighting somebody that's above level 80, you are going to be expected to hit them twice in the chest or the head at extreme long ranges. However, if they have already taken like just a tad bit of damage, if they got ran over, or they got hit by a few cops, or they just got hit by really any assault rifle bullet or anything in game really, they will die in one shot, even if they're above level 100 and maxed out health and everything. I wanted to make this video to sort of put these rumors to rest and also talk about the heavy sniper. And if you don't believe me, I'll have links in the description to in-game code and in-game files that'll prove this. And you can even test this out yourself. Test it out against somebody who's level 1 and test it out against somebody who's level 100, and you'll notice a difference, as well as shoot somebody in the limbs and then shoot somebody in the chest, and you'll notice a huge difference. And even just in actual gameplay, I couldn't notice anything. I was still 1 to 2 shotting people as long as I hit them in the chest, which I'm prone to do. I'm used to that now. And also, keep in mind that GTA Online is an online game. There's prone to be errors, there's prone to be lag, there's prone to be, maybe you may think that the weapon's nerfed, but it was actually just lag, and on your screen you shot him in the head, but on their screen you only shot him in the arm. There's going to be inconsistencies. You got to keep that in mind with GTA Online. However, in my testing, I could not find any actual evidence of the heavy sniper being nerfed. But anyways, my thoughts on this in the comments. What are your thoughts on the heavy sniper? Do you think it has been nerfed? Do you think it's not? And what are your thoughts on how the heavy sniper sort of has these inconsistencies? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Feedback so personal. I'll see you guys in the next video.